Hi guys. So as you can see today, I am sitting with my foam rollers in, and myself, I'm sure as many of you other modern pin-up gals, has to often go out and to work with your rollers in to ensure that your wet set curls dry all the way through and you don't have any floppy, droopy curls. So I found that the only way I can possibly do this is with the use of a normal big neck scarf that I wrap into a turban. Your normal sheer head scarves, that's obviously fine when you're at home, but when you're out and about, you're still going to see your rollers straight through, so it kind of defeats the point of hiding it. So I found that the big neck scarves are more opaque, and also because they can be doubled up and folded, you can actually wrap them like a turban, which gives you better coverage and actually just holds everything in place nicely as well. So I'm going to show you one of the ways I wrap my head scarf. This is not from an online tutorial or anything like that, kind of just figured out on my own. So I hope you find that it's something that you can use as well. First, I'm just doubling up the scarf in the width, and I'm going to just make sure that it can give me coverage from my hairline in front all the way to the nape of my neck. So I'm just going to measure that quick and see if I need to make any adjustments. So let's see. There, it's to the nape of my neck, and it's covering all the way to the front, so that's cool. Then I'm going to pull the two ends forward, and I'm going to tie a knot right here at the front of my hairline. And while you're doing this, the most important part is to make sure that you're pulling it nice and tight in the nape of your neck. And as you're doing this, obviously make sure that you've got all your curls in and under and none of your hair is showing. You can also, what it helps sometimes is to just give the ends a little twist as you're going. And then just tie in a notch. Don't be too fussed if there's loose bits here, because that's going to be covered now. But the most important aspect of this stage is to just make sure that you're nice and tight and secured around the hairline. Must feel comfy as well. Okay, now, obviously you could just from here take it back and tie it, but I do not like a flat head. I'm one of those girls that needs tease and height. So even when my hair's in rollers, I need something else to give me height. So I'm going to use the ends to give the turban a slight diamond shape to the top. So from the knot, you really just twist the two ends around one another 2 or 3 times, depending on how much height you have or want, so to speak. And you just kind of let it sit in a triangular shape there. And then with the ends, you also don't want too much volume and poofiness on the sides here. So try and flatten down the ends as much as you can as they run back along the sides. Like that. And then it's just all about tucking the ends in now. So if you find that your edges are very short now, depending on the length of your scarf, you can just give a quick little knot at the back. But I prefer to just twist and then tuck the ends in so that literally you don't see a single knot in your turban. It just looks like it's continuously wrapped and you can't see where it begins or ends. So just a twist. tuck that, and then this side's a bit longer. Just be careful when you do tuck up here along the sides not to disrupt any of your curls. I make sure I put my hand in and lift up, that I'm almost laying this over the curls or just in front of. There goes the earring. And there we go. Let me just pop this back in so we look put together. And there you go. Now you're ready to hit the town while your curl's set and no one needs to know. Just another tip, I do actually find that I prefer sleeping with this style of wrap instead of a silk scarf or a sheer head scarf, purely because I find this more secure. I don't feel that anything's moving around, and also it never slips, and because of the double wrapping around here, there's actually a bit of padding, which definitely for any of us that sleep with rollers in knows any little bit of padding helps. So yeah, so I go to work like this, get home, get into bed, wake up the next day, and when I'm ready to take my curlers out, there you go.